Estás escuchando mi canal de radio y mi canal de YouTube Archipiélago MCR, que significa Manchester, la ciudad donde yo voy a transmitir para toda Cuba, donde tendremos noticias políticas, donde le contaremos al pueblo la verdad, donde le podremos comentar acerca de las realidades que no dice el noticiero nacional de la televisión cubana ni sus voceros. Un espacio para ustedes, pero también para el mundo entero, para que conozcan de nuestra lucha y lo que queremos, que no queremos nunca más un gobierno totalitario. Tendremos también además la parte cultural, donde entrevistaremos artistas, una parte de economía, donde hablaremos de todo, bitcoins, hablaremos de todas las cosas que le interese a nuestra ciudadanía. Así que en 1, 2, 3, This is message for President of Ukraine, Vladimir Solomer. I'm nursing and I living here in UK. And offer my back and my gun for defense against the gratuity and cruelty Russian invasion. You need to know, not everyone in Cuba, and from Cuba as well, President, we agree with the Cuban Communist government. And you need to know, we support you and we support Ukrainian people. My medical supplies and myself is be ready when you tell me. We don't want to kill anyone because that is not our mission. My mission is save life, and that's what I wanted. And you need to know that when you need me, I'm ready here today with my back for help and support the people. By the way, my message for Cuba and for all the oppositors, we know what this means communist, and we don't want against communists, but we have it at the moment in Cuba, communists. So, Mr. Zelensky, you need to know the Cuban people send you a message. They not agree with the communist government in Cuba. They say no the war, no this attack unjustified with the people of Ukraine. The Russian people say the government don't say the truth. The government don't say really the intentions. They want to be the Tsarist imperious again. And you need to know, because you can do it, you have the power. The people have the power to say the government, the Russian dictatorial government, no war, no against to Ukraine. Thank you so much. It's pasiva, and that niet говори по-русски, не понимаю.
На добрані, доброго вечора, український. Київ, Англія, я з вами. Good night to the people today in Ukraine, capital Kiev, and in other some places of Ukraine, being under bombed for the Russian invasions. My name is Sasha Borrego. I'm journalist and activist politic from the freedom of Cuba. The first you need to know, people of Ukraine, if you know are alone. Even Europe take the political slow. You need to know our European citizens, or the most grateful majority, they not agree just only with the sanctions from the oppressor Russians. But it's not depends and it's not in our hands those politicals in Europe. Mr. Joseph Borrell say today in European Council, they will really approve very, very strong and more pressure for Russia. But that is enough. That is not enough for the attack. In this moment, I can believe and I can imagine the situation for those people sleeping 2 days ago, quiet in her home, and today is under attack, missiles, and bombs. I'm a nursing as well, so my first offer for Mr. Zelensky, Sodomir Zelensky, President of Ukraine, is I'm ready with my bag and my gun for anything that you need in any moment you hesitate. Because definitely not all the citizens in Europe have the right to using a gunfire. But I did, so I can do it. I have my permit to do it. And the gunfire by herself don't kill people. The people kill under the guns. And your fight is a just fight because you don't attack any country, just only you want to live in Europe. You need to, you want, your hope is entry in the European Union, in our very good community of European countries. And I have the Spanish nationality, but I have the occasions to visit Kiev and to living in Moscow. Both cities, I have a good memories of the citizens and the warmth they give me and provide me. Sometimes it's really hard to understood how it's possible this country attack to other country. Why? Why they doing that? Where is the main reason? Because you want to enter in NATO? Definitely. If God and your politicals decide that, is your right. It's your right to enter in any association with military in any part of the world. You can do it. And NATO definitely is the best way and opportunity against the Russian and against the Chinese oppressor. Because these two countries is living in the fear, is living in the fear of her citizens. And that is for why they using the arms against the people. They don't believe in the democracy. They only believe in herself and in her dictatorships because they think the only way to maintain the power is with the arms. And that is true. The people have the arms, the government have the arms, and the people is undefended. In your case, we are not very far away of you. Here in UK is only 1,362 miles to UK, and for Spain is 1,600 miles. So really, we are very closely of you. When I see the first day, the attack from Ukraine, it's no was surprise for me because if United States say that, it's really because they want it. And it's because they have the intelligence to know this attack it will be doing. But it was really crazy and madness to think another country in the past was your friend country is doing this attack, gratuity and cruelty attack against your people. I can't understood really what they think or what they thought or the dictatorship thought is what happens. They think we stay hands by hands and with nothing to do. Respect this? No, Ukrainians. You need to know not everyone's really agree with that. My first message for you is from my country, Cuba. The people in Cuba is not really agree with the communist government in Cuba about this unjustified attack from Russia. And the people wants to know we are definitely not agree with this attack. And we will suffer the communists every single day, not just only one, every single day. We have for more than 73 years, 63 years, a cruelty and communist government. And you know what it is, but you 13 years ago will you will free and you decide I no want more communists. That is our hope in the future and we will working for that hard. And this European Union is criminal partner to the communist castrates. And we try the best we can do it. Sometimes they want to hurt us and sometimes not. But the most important is you need to know, uh, two ladies in Cuba tell me, tell to the Ukrainian people, we have flowers here for when her country be released of the Russian oppressor. Gladiolus flowers is a flower in in Cubans it means peaceful. We really don't want this war, and the war is really ugly. Especially, I have the experience when I'm working in COVID in Spain, and it was really hard. Any training in the medicine schools, training for what did you see really in the battlefield, and that is doing your hair very strongest because when you see some people with 100 years, I see that 101 years specifically dying for a viruses. You say, how is possible these people is living during the first and the second war and dying for the virus? That is really unpensable things. By the way, that is a life, but in your case, you died by missiles, and that is really, really hard. When I see, when I really see the government Russian, the dictatorship Putin deprive child of the life with a missile, it was really, really, I can say I'm crying, and my feelings was with this family lost her child. And I will show the war, and that is for why I will advert and warning to anyone is coming stronger and adult images of this cruelty. And you need to know it can be disturbing. So I recommend you, if you are a very sensitive person, you can see that. But if you want the freedom, please sharing this video with your family, sharing this video with the world, sharing this video with all the community international to doing something against the Russians. oppressors. So you will see the view in a few seconds. That it was a child dying. That's it for why I'm saying it's not enough the Russian fashion. I recommend you and strongly recommend you to the Russian soldiers, go home. Go your Russian country. You have a big country. You have a richest country with gas, with oil. Why you trying to intimidate the international community? Why you want to keep child life you see before? Why? Why is that, soldier Russians? Why you kill 13 brave soldiers in the Snake Island in Ukraine? Why you threat to anyone with your actions? For one dictator, and probably he have a really serious illness because it's not make sense they attack and they think we stay quiet with nothing to do. So probably Mr. Putin it have some illness very serious and that's for why they wants to know the history now is Vladimir Putin, the new Tsarist, the new Tsar, the Tsarevich. Why you doing that? Why you using your arms instead to protect the people, to kill the people? I really want understood that is cruelty. So Russians, go home. You will die in a foreign soil without honor because everyone in the world will know and will remember your attack, your cruelty attack against indefense peoples. So the international community see you when using in the set of zero in the tanks. I know what this means. It's a Russians, it's an enemy at the moment, and at least Chechenians as well with the B. Why you using when your best definition is protect your country, your citizens, and the people? Why you doing that? When you saw this is Mayas to people really dying. Look that. When you see that, when you see you kill in a bike a child, what do you thought? What do you thinking, really? Which is the first image you have in your friend? When do you see this child care hood this orphanage attack for you, really you have the hair to continue that? Really you not are human? You not being a human? What are you thinking about that? When you see this building with the citizens living in there, when do you see those buildings? When you attack with your missiles, and I suppose you create this missile only for protection, not for attack other countries, with any valid reason you do it. I can understood really what they are thinking. When you go home and maybe you have kids and you have families, what do you will say about your victories? About you kill people? About you kill kids like your sons, like your child, like your girls? Really? Do you want that? Because I can imagine when you are a grandfather, you can see your child's, your grandsons, the history to kill for your President Putin, your criminal President Putin, you kill innocent people. By the way, if you think the Ukrainian people is will be staying in home and is not will defend, and you are really big mistake. Because I know the Russians and I know the Ukrainians, and they no want really to leave her country in your hands. They don't want a foreign, and you are a foreign in this land. They don't want a Russian. They don't want a communist, and they don't want your democracy. Keep your democracy for you. Just remember that. Keep your democracy for you. Those soldiers is will defend really her country. And they prove that one in the Snake Island, they defend. And when the ship, military ship from Russian say, we are the Russian Marine and you need to surrender and hitting your arms, kneels your feet in the floor for our, and this brave young say, fuck off, Russian ship. And when they say her families, we know we will live in here and we will know we will die in here. But doesn't matter. It's our responsibility lies a border forces control. And NATO not saying doing because they expecting just one day your president is go home. But your president wants first Ukraine, after Poland, and after, well, the war. If they have the opportunity, why not? And that is the more cruelty you can think you will do. It's no honor in that because this country is not attack you. This country trying for all her tools don't go into the war. Well, for you, it doesn't matter. Look, this missile Russian. This missile Russian it was the missile attack the building I showed before. This building it was attacked with this bomb. How you doing that? How dare you? Which right you having to enter in Ukraine and doing this? Why? Why you using these bombs? The Russian bombs? not for protect yourself. It's used only for kill at Ukrainians people, child's people. Look, you're killing a little boy in the bike. He don't know nothing about the war or about anything the politicals. He wants only doing a normal day, probably go to school, and you will kill. And this other brave kill child is not have a pen in the hand, is have a gun because they will fighting in her country. He will fighting in her country. How is possible you can see this little child And apart from that, I will really give you the courage, and I will send you my best pray for your death. Is a cruelty death. By the way, I want to explain, I want to explain another things very important as well. And this is the SWIFT system. So everybody asking why United States don't ban the SWIFT or big BIC bank identifier code. It's the same SWIFT like big. Both of them it means the same. SWIFT it means Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. And they have 11,000 institutions. And they are a alphanumeric code with an exclusive number for every bank. In this SWIFT, one of the people more dangerous at the moment and they want struggling about this is Eddie Astanin. Eddie Astanin have powerful in the SWIFT interbank. That is the president of the NCC, Center of Compensation of the Central Bank of Russia. And this guy is doing lobby today for they not suspending in the European Union and United States the SWIFT because they threat if the European Union and United States and other countries democratic in the world suspended that, it will affect her citizens. I know we will be affecting for that. What but what this means affecting for knows when your people, Ukrainians, is dying. It means one life don't deserve to suspending a one rich country to act. Really you wanted that? No, I don't want it. I prefer living only one chicken in the month or only one cheese on the month or nothing. I'm ready because in Cuba we don't have sometimes beans, sometimes we don't have chicken, and we are here. So I know what it means safe. I know what I mean hunger, starving. I know that. But I prefer starving, and I know the starving is really, really very hard when you feel it in your stomach. Well, I prefer that to be with my conscience not quiet because we're not doing something against those dictatorships, China and Russian, specifically Russian on this time. In my opinion, you must suspend not only use a few banks like today say, no, all Russian banks suspend to the SWIFT system. They want the war. They need to be ready for those. I know China have the CPS, C of cocoa, E of iris, P of Papa, and S of Sierra. That is the Chinese System of Payment International. China starting this CPS in 2015. And when they starting, they have probably and barely now is the same is 19 bank, 19, and 176 another counterpartnerships in the world. They have banks in the 6 continents. So, but in 47 countries, they have really one company. The thing is, if Russian thinking is Vladimir Putin thinking that China is will resolve the problem, they really putting all eggs in the same basket. In my opinion, we never want, we never must to be putting the eggs in the same basket. Because first of one, this bank is paying in yuan. Yuan is the money of China. They not have convertible currencies on the world. So basically, they will support with the rubles and with the yuans all the transaction when the European Union, United States, and other countries suspend SWIFT finally, totally, because a few banks is no means nothing. Because when Germany is oppositioning, because Germany say they no agree with these sanctions, it's because they have very hard interest in Russia. Because they want the cheaper gas, the cheaper oil, and they no want in elections to say to the citizens, oh, maybe today you know have will be a warm caleffaction in your home. You maybe need to be restrict the water because we don't have gas to pump in the water stations. And apart from that, because many teams of football in Germany is support for Gazprom. Gazprom support many football teams in Germany. Of course, the money is the money. In Spanish, we say la pela es la pela, and that means the money is the money. Just remember, Ukraine's people, that is political. It's not what our citizens and me think is the correctly. When you write your history, remember who be late in take actions. And this is at the moment Germany. Yes, they send 500 missiles as stingers. But what this means that why don't why not NATO send military troops? Why not? We are at the moment in the third world war. So we at the moment we are in the third world war because Vladimir Putin is nothing to lose. He don't know. I don't know what they think, but they don't have nothing to lose. So he don't mind her country. He don't mind the Russian people suffer starving because obviously that action they doing is not will be in punishment. At the last, I want to say sorry to the families to lose in Ukraine people. I don't feeling the same for the Russian families because they are in the invasion. They doing invasions and they support a dictatorship. Abramovich in UK resigned a few hours ago, but that's not means nothing. He's a millionaire. Why UK don't take actions against the money of Abramovich? Why the Philharmonic don't resign the contract for this guy is not support the Ukrainian musicians dying? Many models, many top models in Ukraine is now in her street and probably, hopefully no, but pass away. Is our responsibility really doing something in our neighborhood, in our country, writing letters, our MP, in my case, in your minister, your councils, wherever, to express your indignation against this aggression. Thank you so much for everything. Hopefully, really, the war is ending and the Ukrainian people be stronger and tomorrow reborn in a beautiful country with a beautiful church, with a beautiful bridge, and with peaceful, no with people hiding in the metro on the ground. That is my best way. And I will pray today when I end in this broadcast. And I will speak God, why? Why has happened that? Why anyone's stopping this madness? Thank you so much for everyone. Hopefully you be safe and hopefully, really, one day we will meet all together with best at times. Thank you so much. Spasiba. And victory for the Ukrainian citizens, for the Ukrainian people, and for the brave soldiers is defend every single corner in Kiev and in another across of the country. God bless you, Mr. Zelensky. Don't surrender you. And God bless every single child, every single elderly people, every single adult to be hiding in the metro this night. Because tonight, when I'm finished, I will go to my bed warm in peaceful, but tomorrow you will wake up with bomb in front of your head, over your head, and up your head. Really, cruelty. God bless you, everyone.